Hey guys, this is Vaul. Welcome to the TSL2, that's the Team Liquid Star League tournament, and it's the second incarnation of the tournament. Last year we had the first tournament, which I actually was involved in very briefly as a commentator, and really enjoyed it. And now it's about time they had the second tournament, and the game that I've decided to cast here is between Incontrol and Shaman. Two interesting players. It's a TVZ, and we've got Incontrol up the top left corner as Zerg, Shaman bottom right corner teal terran. The map is Fighting Spirit, jungle map, and TVZ. Really looking forward to it. The winner of this match, it's a best of three. The winner will actually go on to play against Mondragon, I believe, so that will be interesting. It'll be another TBC for Shaman if he can manage to pull it out. Incontrol's a player that I've watched in the past. I've seen a number of games from, even commentated some of his matches last TSL. Yeah, I actually remember a really interesting match between him and I think it was A2 winning that. Shaman I haven't seen a lot of, haven't managed to follow a lot of his games, so this will be interesting. Got a little bit of a text chat going on here between the host of the match and the players in terms of lag, but hopefully that'll be sorted out. This is a replay obviously, so everything's fine for our viewership. Let's have a look. Barracks going down for Shaman. Hasn't actually started on his refinery obviously. Will he go for second barracks before refinery? We'll find out in a second. In the meantime, Incontrol sending his drone down on cue to get the second hatchery. Pretty standard opening from himself. And looking back, still hasn't got that refinery yet. Looks like we're going to be going for two barracks, so let's just have a talk about this. This is a bit more of an older style play, but occasionally players bring it back every now and again to put in an early rush, just because it's something which a Zerg player tends not to suspect that often. I'm not too sure whether Shaman's renowned for doing a lot of aggressive builds, but this allows him to really put in a sunk break. What interests me is that he hasn't actually send out a scout at this point yet. That's going to be his plan, that's what he's planned for, that's what he's prepared for, and he doesn't know that it's a cross-map location, so it's going to take him further to push across with his Marines. It will give Incontrol more time to scout out what's going on, of course. Spawning pool down now before third hatch, as you would expect. Nothing out of the blue for him. Scouting with the drone now, and both players really scouting around. Looks like scouting anti-clockwise here for Shaman, scouting straight through the middle for Incontrol. He wants to see whether his opponent's cross-map or not. And single Marine moving out now. This Marine's going to probably... No, it's going to miss the drone completely, not even encountering it there. Probably looking out for... Oh, it's because he scouted the Overlord up here. Nice play there by Shaman. Moving in with his Marine just to snipe that Overlord is really annoying for the Zerg player if he does lose that. In the meantime, Incontrol moving past his barracks, seeing the double barracks there, seeing no refinery, and rather than lose his drone, he's just going to take the refinery like that. Notice that this would normally be very annoying for a Terran player, but because Shaman's build doesn't really revolve around getting a refinery earlier on, it's not really going to affect him too much, and he can just waste that drone and waste the minerals it costs to actually put down that extractor. In the meantime, Marines taking out the Overlord, that is important. That losing that Overlord is very annoying for the Zerg player early game. Looking at his build though, he's gone for 3 hatcheries, so investing in economy a bit more. He's seen that he's up against double barracks. He's going to be putting down the creep quality fairly early, just in case he gets rushed with a lot of Marines. Killing that scouting drone now, so looking back at the base here for Shaman, he's just pumping Marines, not actually putting any refinery or academy or anything else down, just wants to make sure he's not going to get Zerg rush. Well, that's probably not the focus of what he's trying to do here. Really, he's making his opponent afraid of a rush and instead putting down the command center. I think it's a smart play. In the meantime, Incontrol not overreacting to seeing that double barracks there. He knows it's cross map. He knows that he can defend against that sort of thing. He's only got the one sunken colony now. He can move around with his Zerglings and intercept, or at least scout out any Marines coming across the map and put down any extra sunken colonies if necessary. In the meantime, 2 Marines pushing out just to make sure he's not about to be flanked if he moves out, or ambushed, or having Zerglings run into his main as soon as his force leaves. I think that's a useful thing to do there, because that's the only other... This ramp here is the only other entrance to his base. This area is protected by the bridge. Anyway, command center halfway completed now. In the meantime, getting a third barracks, getting refinery up and academy as you'd expect, just in case he finds himself up against the wall with Mutalisk, and of course, obviously wants to support his Marines now with medics and Marines, so it's about time he did get those additional tech buildings. Now it's Incontrol's turn to have a look around, moving in with the Zerglings, seeing those Marines camped there. In the meantime, a drone heading up to the top right of the map, probably going to be putting down an expansion, knowing that, well, I was going to say putting down an expansion knowing that he has an opportunity at this point, but honestly, a little bit of risk, just given the mass of troops out in the field. Obviously, in terms of military dominance, Shaman's got it at the moment, and in the meantime, Incontrol waiting for upgrades. He's gone for a Hydralisk Den before his leg's completed. Not really sure where he's going to get a Spire at the same time, but probably not, given the early timing of that Hydralisk Den. Upgrading his lair at the expansion. Sometimes players do that just in case the scan comes over here and doesn't see anything, so it can be a bit of a throw-off. In the meantime, drone hasn't planted down the hatchery down just yet, and because of the reasons we were just talking about, I think that Incontrol just wants to be careful before he lays that down, because obviously he sees this, Marines pushing out, and if Shaman managed to scout a hatchery up here, he'd go for that, shut it down, and then Incontrol would have lost everything that he put into that without any real gains. So I think a smart play not to just put that hatchery down straight away. In the meantime, Ling's just running down the bottom of the map. I'm just kind of worried about these Lings, but on the other hand, Shaman's prepared with some troops back at this point. He's got 3 barracks pumping Marines, so even if the Lings run past and attack him at this point, he's got enough defenses. He's got the Firebats heading out now. Upgrading +1 weapons, going for the factory now, and Zergling's running in and surrounding a lot of Marines here. This is annoying for Shaman. He should have enough to defend against, especially with the Firebat coming in, quickly pulling his SCVs off of mining to defend that. So nice reflexes there by Shaman, but it was a nice little trap that, well, not really a trap. Nice little move there that Incontrol pulled in, nearly worked, but unfortunately Shaman was prepared, so that was what was happening there. And in the meantime, indeed we're going for a hatchery at the top right. And looks like these Marines are quite close to Incontrol's base, but the lurkers are well prepared now, so there's no way those Marines are going to be able to push in. In the meantime, Zergling's getting in position, ready to flank just in case those Marines do anything stupid. And I don't really like Shaman's position here, because once those lurkers show up, he's even moving around. I'm not sure if he's even aware of those lurkers, those Lings there. If those Lings run from behind him, that could be really annoying, because he's going to run back through Lings. In the meantime, he's going to have lurkers right there, but shooting down a lot of those Lings before the trap is sprung. In the meantime, Lings running across all the way around the map, and I don't think that's really going to happen there like I feared. Lurkers now prepared, moving out, and I don't think there's not much the Shaman can do about this. He's going to have to pull back. He can't really take on those Lurkers, not like that. So just pulling back now. It's a shame that he hasn't managed to see this expansion up here or scout for it. He has been scouting around here with his SUV, and there's the comm set just now picking off this.